Good afternoon, everybody. It's Madeline here, the Fit Vegetarian, and today I would like to welcome you to episode 6 in my series of Confessions of an After Dinner Snacker. And if you've been following the series, you'll know that I am a major after dinner snacker. So I hope that if you followed along, that the tips that I have shared with you and kind of like the psychological background, if you will, of why we snack and do all those things has helped you so far. Today we're going to be talking about procrastination and how procrastination plays a role in our snacking behavior. You might be thinking, what in the world does procrastination or putting things off, right, what does it have to do with snacking? Well, coming from somebody who's like super organized and I thrive on organization and I hate clutter, I have to have deadlines. So if I don't have deadlines for stuff, nothing will get done. And by having those deadlines, it helps me to know that, okay, this is the absolute last day that I have to do this, and so I get to it. But what happens when we put stuff off, right? Like we replace the action of doing something with food, and that's not good. So that's when we start to snack. And I think we need to realize that as the author Elizabeth Gilbert said, everything has a crap sandwich associated with it, right? And to quote her, she calls it a shit sandwich, actually. I'm calling it a crap sandwich just to be a little bit more refined, but that's what she calls it. And it's kind of like the thing with every task that you don't want to do, but you have to do if you want to engage in that task, right? So for example, cooking. I enjoy cooking, but I sure as hell hate cleaning up the kitchen. I hate scrubbing the stove and washing the pots and pans. But the act of cooking and man oh man, eating what I've cooked, that part is super enjoyable to me. But I choose to eat the crap sandwich at the end, which is the cleanup, because I want to engage in the act of cooking and the act of enjoying my meal, right? So you have to choose what crap sandwich you're going to eat, so to speak, and get stuff done off of your to-do list and not replace your action with food. So that's one way that you would cut back on the snacking with regard to procrastination. The other thing is perfectionism. You know, in my naive, silly, younger years, I thought that perfection was something that was actually attainable. And the older I get, the more I realize, A, it's unattainable, and B, it's unrealistic, right? It's not something that you can actually accomplish. So you're like a dog chasing your tail, trying to attain that when it's not achievable. So why bother with it, right? Rather than paralyzing yourself with fear of not being perfect, just, accept what it is, do your best with whatever it is that you're doing, and don't reach for food when you're actually fearing a lack of perfection. Because that's what we're doing when we're snacking, because we're kind of paralyzed with, oh, I'm not going to try to do that because I won't be able to do it perfectly and I'm going to fail. So instead of actually working on that project or studying for that exam, or in my case lately, getting my paperwork all prepared for or getting my paperwork in order for my tax preparer, I have been putting that off forever, you guys. And here we are, like just 2 weeks out from tax day, and I still haven't gotten that paperwork done. That has been like looming over my head since January 31st, or is it 31st or 30th? However many days there are in January. That's been looming over my head since then. But so I need to eat that crap sandwich of getting my paperwork in order to give to my tax accountant so that I can hopefully, crossing my fingers, hopefully get a refund. It would be nice for a change to get a refund than having to owe Uncle Sam. But so when it comes to snacking, you know, be organized in terms, when it comes to snacking and procrastination, rather, what you want to do is be organized. Give yourself deadlines for your to-do list so it doesn't get out of control and you're reaching for snacks instead of taking action on that to-do list. Eat the crap sandwich, okay? Eat the crap sandwich instead of reaching for the snacks. That is the bottom line. The crap sandwich will make you feel so much better than reaching for a bunch of snacks that you really don't need and that your body doesn't need, really. So the next time that you catch yourself reaching for a snack, I want you to ask yourself, what am I really putting off? What is it that I need to be doing right now that I don't want to do? What is it that I'm afraid of failing at because it won't be perfect? And go do that instead of having a snack. All right? All right, you guys, I thank you so much for joining me in this series. It's been kind of cathartic for me in going through every episode and seeing how it relates to me. And I hope that you have found it informational and that it has kind of touched you in some way to help you cut back on your after dinner snacking or even just snacking in general. So remember to always fuel up for a fit life and make it a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye.